Since they have you here today, there's a few things they want me to show you. Back at home in Connecticut, do you guys still have Super 8 hotels, Motel 6 there? Do you know how they got their name? Well, Motel 6 was $6 a night, a Super 8 hotel was $8 a night. That was 30, 40 years ago. Inflation takes its toll, prices go up, insurance, payroll, so on and so on. So the first chart they want me to show you is this right here. This chart reflects 6% hotel motel inflation. So when I asked you at breakfast what you'll typically spend a night at a hotel, and you said around $100, correct? So let's take that $100. Let's say for the next 10, 20, 30 years of your life, with inflation at $100 a night, you're going to waste around $55,000 over the next 20, 30 years of your vacation, throwing your money away. So they want me to show you a different way of doing it, where you don't waste $55,000. Now, there's two ways to vacation. You can rent your vacation, that's the way you're doing it now, or you can own your vacation, the way we do it, and I'll show you the difference. When you leave here today, if you do not purchase a condo with me, it's no big deal, but you will take that vacation anyway, and you will spend that $55,000 for that 1 week. You're going to do it at that hotel for the next 20 years. You're going to throw away 100% of that money, because when you rent a room, you do not get it back. It's for the proprietor. So let me show you the way we do it, where you won't waste $55,000. So you will get a deed. You will also get a title. It's going to reflect you own a condo on the beach in Palm Beach. You get all the tax havens as the very wealthy get. If you come to Florida as a week of vacation, you can write that whole vacation off. Your rent-a-cars, your flights, your meals, because you could tell the IRS you had to come to Florida to check on your investment properties. You get a free vacation. You have some tax incentives. Now, my developer paid money to whoever you bought this trip from today to come have you show you this property. So he's prepared to give you instant equity. That just means he's going to be showing you bottom wholesale prices. You come back tomorrow in the future, you will pay a high retail price. Now, things you could do with your timeshare. You can share them. So let's say you guys go to Hawaii, but you want to do a family reunion in Hawaii, and you brought 15 people with you. Well, those 15 people who go on vacation, they pay absolutely nothing, because you're trading this condo here in Florida for the other one you own in Hawaii. We call it timeshare because we share in all the properties. You bring one person, 10 people, it doesn't matter, they get to go for free. Now, you are allowed to gift these. You make out a gift certificate for $59. You give it to your son, your daughter, birthday, honeymoon, graduations, anniversaries, churches, charities. And now that person can go anywhere in the world on a vacation because of your gift certificate. So it's a very nice thing to do for people. I do it for my grandmother once a year. Now, you are allowed to will these. So let's say 20, 30, 40 years from now you pass, this property goes to your children, your grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren. Now, for the rest of their life, you've taken care of their vacations because they'll be using your property. So you're setting up, it's a legacy thing. Now, you are allowed to rent these out. You do not buy these as rental investment to make a ton of money off of them. But you are allowed to. It's in your bylaws. So let's say next year you're sick. You cannot get off of work. You simply ring up RCI and say, I will not be using my property this year. Can you please rent it out? They will rent it out for you. Let's say they get $200, $300 a night. You times that by 8 days, they'll send you a check for a couple $1,000. They will take a commission for that, though. They will minus a commission out of that. Now, you also are allowed to sell it. So let's say 10, 20 years, you don't want to leave your couch anymore, you have beautiful vacation, you've seen the world, now you sell your timeshare. I have no idea what this property is going to be worth in 10, 20, 30 years, but chances are on the beach in Palm Beach, it's going to be worth a lot more than it is today. So when you sell it, you get all your money back. But one thing I can guarantee you, you will not waste $55,000 in a regular hotel on your vacations. Because when you sell your timeshare, you'll get all your money back on this vacation for free. But the biggest reason and why people buy these is simply for the exchange. You're probably never coming back to this resort ever again in your lifetime. You're going to use it as a tool to exchange, to see every dot on that map in that hallway I just showed you. So every year you go somewhere different. And that's why people buy timeshares. Any questions with those two things? Okay? Now, if there's anything you guys learned from me today, it's going to be this part right here. Because if you do not purchase with me, and you do buy in the future, I will share with you what to consider to buy and what to run away from. Because there's big differences in timeshare. You've heard that old adage, you get what you pay for? That's exactly how timeshare works. It is a class system. So, this first cone is all the amenities you will get with your particular property. So let's say you do not listen to me and you buy the cheapest one. It's a standard property. It's going to have a pool, coffee pot in your room. It's nice, but it's a glorified hotel room. You jump up one step, you pay a little more money, and now you get a Silver Crown timeshare. It's going to have a pool, a kiddie's pool, maybe a small kitchen efficiency in your room. It's nicer, but it is not the best. That's why on top of the pyramid is Gold Crown. As I told you earlier today, we are a 5-star resort. So when you pulled in here today, you saw we have valet parking, we have doormen, we have concierge, certified daycare, bars, restaurants, spas, oceans, marinas, beaches. Everything you want on vacation, we will have. So when you exchange, you default to this type of property anywhere in the world you travel to. Only the best, only 5-star. Now, these guys down here, yes, they paid less money than you when they got involved, but they cannot move up. Because if he paid a lot less money than this guy, he cannot take away availability from him. So these guys set the precedence. What they want is what they get. These guys, there's limitations, there's blackouts, there's sometimes you cannot go. So when you meet people that do not like timeshare, I can 100% guarantee you it's because they own on the bottom 2/3. There's sometimes they can and cannot use the properties. Now, this next cone is actually where you buy the brick and the mortar. Local property. So let's say you guys bought in Massachusetts. It's nice, you go to the beach a lot there. But if it's a local property, that means every single year you take a vacation, that is where you go. It does not exchange anywhere. That's why people on the bottom get very frustrated and they don't like these because there's limitations to them. Now, you buy a regional one. Let's say you were in Las Vegas and on a whim you won some money in the slot machines and you bought a timeshare out there. It's beautiful. It's right on the strip in Vegas. But if it's a regional one, that means you're getting the southwest region of the United States. Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Southern California. Nice, but after a couple years, those 5 states get very boring. That's why on top of the pyramid, I know my handwriting is horrible, but that will spell international. So that means you can exchange and go anywhere in the world. You can go anywhere regionally. You can go anywhere locally. You have access to all 4,800 resorts all around the world. So when you buy on the top. Now the next one is inland. It's the mountain area, and it's oceans and Orlando. Now this is a little different. Inland. That means you own a timeshare somewhere in the middle of the country, Branson, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee. It's nice, but when it's inland, you're more or less getting the people in that area to use their timeshare. They're not going to go across the country or around the world. And people, vice versa, coming from Europe, California, they're not going to those states. So there's a low demand for inland people. So that's why they're a cheaper price. A mountain area, nice. You own a property in the mountains, maybe you own in Colorado. But typically people go in the mountains or for skiing in the wintertime. So that's the high demand for that. Now you do ocean in Orlando. Now Orlando is not near the ocean, but it has the same demand. When you talk to people when they go on vacation, they always want the beaches, the islands. So that's a high demand area. We're on the beach. So there's a high demand for this resort. So people always want to come here, so that gets you out wherever you want to go because there's a high demand for this property. Disney is equal to ocean because that is the #1 destination in all the world that people go to. 65 million people a year go to Disney. So it has the same demand as an oceanfront property. Now, the last one is the time you're actually allowed to use your property. Now, RCI will dictate to you as an owner when you can take your vacations. So if you own blue time, that's low season, low time. That means that you have to go to that resort off peak. You have to go to Virginia Beach in February. Well, Virginia Beach in February is freezing, but this guy's going to use it in the summer, so you're going to get it when he doesn't want it, off peak. So you're going to have to go there in the wintertime. Who wants to go there in the wintertime? It's freezing. White time is seasonal. White time means if you own in Colorado in the mountains, where your season is in the winter to go skiing, so you have to vacation only on winter months. When you own on the top, it comes with red time. Red time is high season. That means any time. You can book your vacation from 2 days to 2 years out, anywhere in between. Because there's such a demand for red time, and that's what this beach is here on the Palm Beach, that's what this resort is. So that means you can get out and go anytime you want to go on vacation. You call up RCI, you tell them what you own, and now you can go anywhere, any place, anytime. Only give them 2 days notice. That kind of mixed me up, so the